I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Rick. I've always been interested in mechanical things and building things. My father built just about everything he had. If you couldn't afford to buy it, you built it. In 1970, I went into the United States Navy. I was a machinist mate. I worked in the forward engine room of a steam-powered destroyer. That got me even more interested in steam power and steam propulsion. As a boy, I was interested in trains, especially the steam locomotives, which were being phased out in the 1950s as I was growing up. Later on, I was involved with many different hobbies. I was built model railroad buildings mostly, but I built some rolling stock and locomotives. I also played some music with my wife. We did some bluegrass and some old-time folk music. Became a ham radio operator. My dad was a ham radio operator, and I kind of followed after him. Had also an interest in electronics, so that helped there. Many things. After my wife passed away in 2013, I started traveling with a cousin of mine to threshing shows around the North Dakota, Minnesota area. Became interested in hobby blacksmithing, working with metal. On display at some of these shows were some model engines. Now, when I was involved with the local railroad museum, one of the guys that was involved was a retired roundhouse foreman who had a machine shop in the back of his house. He built model engines, and I was always enthralled with them. I thought it would really be fun to build one. But finances being what they are, and working and supporting a family, I just didn't have the money to get the machines that were required. Well, after I developed this interest in engines, I decided I was going to see what I could find. In 2020, I went online and I found a PM Research number 3 engine that was available, pre-machined, ready to assemble and run. And that was my first engine. Well, this is that first engine. You can hear the air compressor running in the background. This is the PM Research number 3 pre-machined kit. I painted, assembled, then bought a PM Research Dynamo kit, also pre-machined, to go with it. Built a little voltmeter and an LED light for it to run. It was kind of fun building this. It didn't take long. I was probably had, not counting the painting and waiting for the paint to dry, about 2 hours into it. Wasn't that difficult of a kit to put together, and like I said, I kind of enjoyed getting it, putting it together, running it. Just let it run for just a little bit. Shortly after I assembled this, I got to looking around on the internet for some more model engines to build. I found Graham Industries. They're no longer in business, but I found a Graham Industries vertical reversing engine. We'll get that out and get that running and let you see what my second engine was. Here in just, well, this is the Graham Millock VR1A that I built next. It's a cute little engine. It's got a reversing lever, runs both directions, runs really good. And again, I enjoyed building it. This was a little more challenging as it's got some really little screws. And as I'm aging, I'm kind of losing dexterity, and I found myself using a tweezer a lot to put the screws in. But again, I built the engine, run it on the air, and I never powered anything with this one. I just let it run. So after I got done building this, I thought, well, I need something a little more challenging, because even though this one was a little more difficult, it didn't take a lot of time. At that time, I had been doing winter projects. I would build a railroad model, say, that would take me most of the winter to construct, and these didn't take nearly that long. About that time, I started thinking about getting a machine shop. I had had the money, and made a few inquiries, and a friend of mine had an old somewhere in the 40s Atlas Craftsman lathe that I got very reasonable. Brought that home, played with it a while, never run a machine tools before. So I taught myself how to use the lathe. Well, kinda. I played around a bit, tried to figure it out, watched an awful lot of YouTube's instructions, and got a fairly good idea of what I was doing. About that time, I bought a book Making Simple Steam Engines. Well, I looked at this book and said, well, he says you don't even need machine tools to do this, so I think I can do it. And about that time, I acquired a Sherline milling machine. So between the two of the tools, I put together, following the instructions on this thing, a really little wobbler steam engine. We'll see if this one will run. Well, it runs. So after I built this and said, oh, that was challenging enough, I kind of think I could like this stuff. So I started looking around for more engines to model and plans to follow, because I needed plans. I couldn't figure them out by myself. So, after a while, I came across some other plans on the internet.